Okay. Good morning. Good morning. I'm recording this on Monday morning. The 14th of November, 2022, which has been a difficult year. Right now, I just thought I'm going to be driving to the laundromat, and I'm doing this. This is the only, because I'm driving, this is the only time I can squeeze this in, because I've got a very busy week ahead of me. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm doing this as a clarification from my last posts about the future political endorsements, which I only endorse select people anyway, and those within my, very closer to my religious and beliefs, or who will keep Christianity legal. Now, as far as I'm recording this, the Republicans choked nationally on a winnable Senate for doing stupid moves, whatever, and so the thing in Georgia, runoff in Georgia, does not matter. Now, as far as I'm concerned about but apparently tomorrow, it's supposedly Trump is gonna announce he's gonna apply for reinstatement, and as a disenfranchised conservative and up in here in Massachusetts, and even though I gave him twice I gave him a chance, I'm not going to do it again, and I mean it this time, and I mean it, and I'm not doing it to please my liberal commie neighbors and relatives. I don't, and I'm not doing that, okay? And this is a clarification of what I mentioned about, well, I mean, DeSantis is first choice if he runs, yes, he is. For me, yes, he is, and he's the best shot, but that does not mean if they give it to Trump, I'm not going to vote for them, okay, this time, on the merits, because regardless of the liberals want to worship January 6th as riot day instead of Three Kings Day, fine, do what you want. But what I'm saying is that people are gonna have to understand that everything is gonna have to come from the federal intervention, and that's it, okay? And I might have to plea I'm here, I have to plea, and that's that. And if that's the case, I will die homeless on a park bench in Florida rather than die under a whole bunch of common control here in Massachusetts, which will happen, and you can thank the idiots who run the Catholic Church, okay? And that's that, and that's that, okay? And I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of it, and I'm just sick of it even more. And who knows? I know I'm paying for other people's sins, but I might be doing some too. But unfortunately, there's no instruction, no catechism, and no confession. But it's pretty clear, and I'm also prepared to talk back to the authorities this time. I mean, the laws were on my side for a long time up here in the Commonwealth, and you can actually thank King Charlie for that too, because he's a man-child, and he ultimately ruined this state, and now turning it over to the most despicable, one of the most despicable human beings ever around, and that's that. And I don't have much time here, and I've been disenfranchised because, well, the actions of the previous 3 gubernatorial administrations, if you want to be frank about it, but that's that, okay, and it doesn't help that, and I'll say this, obviously the Mass GOP has been a decade's joke, and I'm the only one I can attest, I'm the only one who would have actually kept the governorship, the corner office, right? Because I would have ran on Catholic integrity laws, which means that if you're Catholic, you're subject to the Council of Trent, which means that means you would be barred, priests would be barred from doing the hell they want, and they would be barred from officiating at same-sex marriages, okay? And that's that. And ETAL and whatever, okay? And because the Vatican and the Cardinal won't do anything, I mean, and I'm sick of it, okay? But all they did was make this, they're allowed to exist as long as they bring in all those newcomers from the third world to turn the whole state now into a third world dump, which it will be, especially with the millionaires tax passing, which means that every tax filer, individual and corporate, got a tax raise automatically. They have to pay. They have to pay an automatic. They get no break, and they have to pay a 4% surcharge. No breaks. That's it. Okay, and supposedly they have to appropriate that surcharge money for infrastructure and transport and education. But who knows if any of that money? Look, you got a flat, buddy. Anyway, who knows if any of that money is going to even make it to the classroom? Okay. But a lot of things have to be done. I think a lot of things need to be nationalized, and basic stuff, governing stuff. It's unfortunate because this day and age, states' rights just means one state can implement the communist woke agenda and the other state can be a normal state, which is not good for the disenfranchised, which includes me now. Like years ago, I would be normal. I was from the old Democrat Party, with single issue for labor. The days of Ray Flynn, Louise Day Hicks, Dr. O'Neill, and Jimmy Kelly, and our last conservative statewide office holder, Governor Ed King, 40 years ago, who lost the 82 primary to DeSantis, who served 2 more terms in the second stint. But a lot of it, at least at the state level, is absolutely the Mass GOP's fault, and that's why, because it's a joke, and being having an R next to name and generally means allegiance to Charlie Baker, not to the RNC or anybody else, and that's that. So I'm almost ready to go into the laundromat, but I'm going to say this: DeSantis is my first choice, and for a one-party state, since there hasn't been and it's not going to go back to the center anytime soon. So God help us, and that's that. So that's that. Good night.